Come on here as real quick. I didn't get a chance to do the countdown and everything because I wanted to tell you guys something I thought was really important, and I'm seeing too many people doing it now, and I wanna talk to you guys about it. Okay, how many have you heard? You're gonna put in the chat. Let me look here if somebody says something in the chat. How many of you guys have heard it's not personal, it's only business? I've heard that. I don't know if I had a nickel for every time I heard that, I'd be a millionaire by now, right? But I want to tell you, take that saying with a grain of salt. There's a old, I don't know if it's old, but there's a saying in business, and this bears out. This definitely bears out, and it's people do business with people they know, like, and trust. Like, like. I've seen people that have. There were two car dealerships when I was in high school. I had a friend who was actually working at his father's car dealership, and I saw people. Their car dealerships were in Oakland. There was one here, and it was a street. I think that was Broadway, and there was another one over here. And I've seen people go over to this car dealership A that was less expensive, and they would cross the street and go buy from car dealership B that was more expensive. And in some cases, their cars had less. Um, they had less. Let's turn this fan off. Oof. They had less amenities than the dealership A, but because the salesmen weren't likable, they were willing to pay more to the place that had less features on the vehicles, cost more, but the salesman made them feel welcomed. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. And that's not to say that everybody you do business with you got to like. But if you feel, as the business owner, you feel you're not getting the respect, you're not getting the value for what you're giving, then you have the right to fire that potential client. At the same time, if you are a client and you feel that this business owner is not giving you the value that you're paying for, and they feel you're not respecting you as a client and valuing what you're doing, bringing your money to them, you have the right to go do business with somebody else. There's a saying, Neil Ford said this, and you guys look up on YouTube. Great guy, he tells these stories. He's been in marketing for over 35 years. Phenomenal. I watch his videos. I actually enrolled in his academy. He has an academy called Storyfire. Phenomenal. But I say that to say, he said, business is always personal, and the best business is very personal. How many times have we seen people that got hired because they knew somebody, the relationship was there, because they liked that person? Do you think they say, well, I don't really like him, but he's more qualified, so I'm going to go on and hire him over somebody who might be a little less qualified, but that I like and I know I can get along with? That might be what they say on the outside, but that's not what happens on the inside. So you need to be cognizant of how you interact with people. Know when your time is not being valued. Know when you're not getting the value what you're paying for. And as a business owner, to business owner, if I can speak to the business owners out there, make sure that you are clear and concise with what you're promising. I can't stand, because I've been a victim of it, the bait and switch. Where they promise you this, and you're like, okay, I think I can afford that. Okay, I'm gonna stretch it because I really want that. And you get in there and they go, oh yeah, no, you're gonna get this, but if you want this, it's gonna cost more. Well, that's not what you said when I came here and I bought this. You said it was gonna do what this does. So be cognizant of that, because there seems to be a lot of that out there. So business owner, don't do that. Be a person of your word and integrity. We've built our company and continue to build our company. And one thing I can say, we do what we're going to say. We say we do what we say. And if we can't do it, we'll let you know up front. We can't do that. Maybe you might want to go and find someone who can, or maybe I know somebody I can refer you to. Or sometimes people come and you're just like, I'm not going to refer them because this person is crazy and waiting. And you don't want to make sure you don't burn the bridges with those you have relationships with too. Keep that in mind. The people you refer are a direct reflection on you. I always tell people in point blank, if I bring somebody into a situation and it goes south, it's my responsibility to take care of that situation and remove that individual because I brought them in. It's kind of like, your parents would say, I brought you in this road and I will take you out, but not to that extent. But if I create somebody or invite somebody into the room and then they show their natural behind, I got to correct that problem because my contacts are in the room. I think that's why a lot of people gatekeep because they don't know who's going to do what. So I just want to get on there. I got a meeting to go to, but I just wanted to let you guys know that remember, there's an old saying, the best business is always personal. And people do business with people they what? Know, like, and trust. That's what people do business with. Okay. If you want to find out more about these different business tips, we do have Success Driven, our training and our academy. And you can scan it, QR code right there. And like I said, the best business, it's always personal. So people say, oh, it's just business, not personal. That's BS. They're just not taking accountability for their actions. Okay. The best business is always personal. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. Are you trustworthy? Are you likable? Because at the end of the day, if you're losing the job, you're losing the sale, or you're a customer and people just don't seem to want to offer you their services, check in here. They say the best companies don't look for external forces to say, that's why we're not successful. That's why we didn't do our sales quotas. The best companies look and go, what didn't we do right? What can we improve on? So people see our value and they buy from us. That's my little business tip for the day. We're talking about maybe doing a show called Business Tonight. We're going to have different business owners come on and really talk about different things on the network. But stay tuned for that. I'll get back to you. But just want to put drop that little teaser out there for you. Scan the QR code. Please install our app. You'll be so glad you did. And join our success-driven community. All right. That's all I got to do now. I got a meeting I got to go to because I need these people to understand and trust us. I think they like us, but I got to make sure all three are in place. All right, you guys, have a good one. I will talk to you guys soon. And let me just see real quick here. Absolutely, please check out our series on YouTube and on the network called Hard Down, Boots Laced Up. That's really about being prepared and being ready to handle what comes your way. Because sometimes if you're not prepared, it shows. And I'll probably be talking about that in a later episode of a situation. So that I went through where I wasn't prepared. I got to tell you now, probably about 15 years ago, I was doing photography. Oh God, probably over 20 years ago. And I was doing photography, these two ladies in Berkeley. I got there, and this is before digital. This is when you had film. You had to show my age. I went there. They had their bathing suits lined up. We're going to do everything. I said, oh, I looked at my bag, and I forgot my film. I said, you know what? There's a reflector I want to get because it's going to look good on you guys. Give me about 20 minutes. It was around 20 minutes. I had to go from Berkeley Marina to Hayward to get my film. Yeah. So I wasn't buying none. I didn't have the money to buy it on the spot. So just I didn't go there. So I'm saying preparedness, organization, very important. All right, you guys. So all I got to say about that. I will see you guys soon. And remember, please make sure that you join the community. You'll be glad you did. Join the community. All right. So I'll leave that up there for a few seconds. I see you looking. Come on now. There you go. I need to do it. All right. I'll see you guys later.